With the reveal of Star Citizen's plan for 1.0, I've decided to push the Erat Club a little bit more. It's my org, right? It's all about the Eradicator, but no, I'm just kidding. We're just a bunch of guys. We're helping each other. We're having fun together, and that's what it is. Just come as you are. Let's just have fun whenever you can, and that's basically what it is. Just a bunch of solo players just sometimes playing together. That's what the Erat Club is all about. But at the same time, I'd love to have an Erat Club space station or an Erat Club city, the Erat city in the verse, right? So that's also why I've been trying to push it a little bit more, so that more people join and we get to do more things together. And Raysguide here has put together an interesting video about the future of orgs, which I really want to see what it's going to be about. So let's check it out.
Raysguide. In the not very long, but also not very short time that I've done these videos, I have more than once brought up the subject of what the long-promised Orgs 2.0 should have in it.
Nice.
Each time they brought up considerable discussion, and in each case my core point was that what features they gave Orgs 2.0 would have a direct effect on the size and type of orgs we would see in the game.
Orgs are going to be so different compared to what they are now. Now it's just, as I said, it's just a bunch of players, right? But it's going to be so much more organized in the future, as we could see in the roadmap to 1.0 and also in CitizenCon as well.
Now at this CitizenCon, we did get an introduction to Orgs 2.0, and so my original premise returns. How will this change the character of orgs in the game? It does significantly, and in ways you might want to get started on now because the changes are so fundamental. So, first, some foundation. During the Star Citizen 1.0 presentation on the second day, they laid out 6 guilds that exist in Star Citizen.
Which is super important, right? The violent criminals, crafter, and all, that's going to be, all the traders, they're all going to have different guilds that are going to involve activities in the game. I love that. I love this.
The Council, the Imperial Sports Federation.
Which is really weird, right? You even have like parkour at what is this going to be doing? Right? Incredible fun adventure. I really wonder what they have in mind here.
The Academy of Science, the Mercenary Guild,
yeah,
the Interstellar Transport Guild, and the United Resource Workers.
Which we kind of somewhat have already in the verse, right? For some of those, like the Mercenary Guilds or the Transport Guild, right?
Now, listen carefully to these clips.
So, it's your opportunity to form a relationship between org and in-game guild. Now, just as you in personal rep with the guilds, you can with your org now as well. So your org leaders pick which one you want to align with, and while representing, org members doing specific action, like contracts with them, will increase the org's alignment with the guild.
So it's the org that's going to have contracts with the guild, right? Like a real company.
But which guild should you pick? So all of our guilds are going to have a specific theme and associated gameplay.
Now, what I hope is that we're going to be able to pick multiple guilds, right? Maybe I want to do mercenary one day and then trade the other day.
And you can basically pick the one that matches your theme or benefits your org the most.
You can switch at any time. However, that will put your alignment back at 0. So it's...
Oh, no. So we're going to have to switch, right? Not add or remove. Switch. That sucks. That sucks.
A big choice.
You can have at least 2, right? Not just 1.
Although it is not explicitly stated, it is clear that the organization can affiliate with one and only one guild at a time, and it is a very big deal to change it.
No. That... What about orgs that are jack of all trades, like the Erat Club? We do everything. That means we're going to have to specialize. Or have a sister org, maybe. Maybe we could do that. Maybe they can be like the casual Erat Club and Erat Inc. Right? I'll think about it.
So the first type of organization that is affected is what I call the amorphous organization, which is essentially, we just do whatever but hang out together. The amorphous organization is faced with a choice. Do we go ahead and pick a guild to be affiliated with, even though this means implicitly endorsing and benefiting a playstyle for our members? Or do we not and have less engaged membership? Because let's look at this from an individual player standpoint. Let's say as a player, I enjoy exploring, hauling, mining, and the occasional PvE bunker or combat assistance
And
beacon.
PvP, that's
now,
what we do.
logically, I would join one organization affiliated with the Academy of Science, one organization affiliated with the Mercenary Guild, one organization affiliated with the Interstellar Transport Guild, and one organization affiliated with United Resource Workers.
Yeah, but the thing is that players are going to be able to have multiple orgs, I think, right? But they are going to have to commit to one. I think there's also one sense. We'll talk about player commitment to orgs, right? So it's complicated. Am I going to have to do 6 orgs?
I then change which of these 4 organizations I am representing depending on what type of activity I am doing on a particular day. So I will get the Orgs Guild affiliation bonus and contribute to my org loyalty. That would still leave 2 empty slots that I could fill with amorphous orgs, but honestly, when would I ever switch to representing them? The times I'm doing nothing? So, with many organizations, the guild that they will affiliate with is obvious. So, for example, a PMC org would clearly affiliate with the Mercenary Guild.
Of course.
But
right.
if there's any ambiguity in your org, it is best to initiate a discussion.
You must choose. But choose wisely.
And then when you decide...
I love this clip here. I love Indiana Jones. Well, not the Disney Indiana Jones, of course, but yeah, you choose wisely. Oh no, I don't want to choose. I don't want to choose for that.
To put it right at the very first line of your org description. When it becomes available, we will be affiliating with the name of the guild. Because honestly, your current and potential org members deserve to know.
Yeah, they do. All right, well, guys, if you're an Iraq Club member, let me know in the comment section down below what guild you would like us to be affiliated with. It's probably going to be the Mercenary, but we do like to trade as well.
Second type of organization seriously impacted by this is what I call the departmentalized organization. When you look at their description, you will see them divided into divisions or some other similar name.
That's probably what we're going to have to do
also. Their
also.
transport division and their mining division and their protection division and their rescue division and so on. Now, in all seriousness, there doesn't seem to be any route for these departmentalized organizations to take but to completely reorganize as an alliance of organizations.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was talking about, right? They're going to have to be an alliance of organizations with like one head. It's going to be the org leader, but it's going to be managing 6 orgs in the game. That's how it's going to be. ERAD mining, ERAD combat, ERAD exploration, ERAD trade, and ERAD syndicate. Yeah, that's how it's going to be. That's
Each
how
affiliated with the
that's how
appropriate
the
guild.
test
That
squad
may
is
be a
going to be.
blow to your
right?
goal of having the highest member count, but if you want to give each of your members to be able to get their best guild bonuses, it is what you will have to do.
You chose poorly.
So you might want to get started on planning that reorganization. Now this brings up another question, and that is, what about the solo player? Not every player wants to be part of something larger. It might have to do with a lack of flexibility in their schedule,
The lack of
or
time.
real-life demands. It might have to do with their personality. It might have to do with the fact that science fiction is just cram-packed with lone wolf-type heroes that they admire because, well, they're kind of cool.
Yeah.
Which brings up an important question which there isn't a direct answer. These org benefits for org reputation to the allied guild and loyalty to the organization. Are they also available to solo players who have good reputation with the guild?
Well, that's what an org like the Right Club is. Because we're mostly solo players. Sometimes we band together, but we're mostly solo players. So the things that we're going to do as the Right Club is going to benefit us all, and that's how we're going to get benefits, right? Sometimes we'll play together, but most of what we're going to be doing will be solo, but will also benefit the org. That's exactly why I made this org.
The problem is that if they are all equally available to players who aren't part of the organization, then what is the point of all these mechanisms to make them available in the organization? So I'm going to...
Yeah, but didn't they say that it's going to be the org leader who will choose to be part of a guild, right? So if you are not part of an org, you're going to not be able to create... You're going to not be able to join your org unless you create a one-man org, which I believe happens a lot in Star Citizen already, right? So you have a one-man org or two-man org, maybe, with your old account or your brother or your very close relative. Yeah, you're going to be able to do that as well, I suppose.
Presume that they're either separate to or in addition to the benefits that you can get solo with guild reputation. And as a result of that presumption, I'm going to suggest an unofficial new type of organization for the game, which I will call the disorganization. These are orgs that exist solely for the purpose of being a means of giving their solo player members access to the guild affiliation bonus.
Yeah, that's what I said,
and
right?
And thus, they have only one expectation of their members, and that is don't do anything that will screw up our reputation with the guild.
Well, that's... if they're solo members, that's just what they're going to be doing. Right?
And to make it easy to recognize these disorganizations, I'm going to suggest a name.
Oh, I see what he means. He talks about orgs of solo players, right?
Naming convention of independent operators. So, for example, the Independent Criminal Operators Organization, the Independent Sports Operators, the Independent Science Operators, the Independent Mercenary Operators, the Independent Transport Operators, and the Independent Resource Operators. Now, as of my publishing this video, all of these names are available. I'm not reserving any of them. Just, well, if you do use them, respect the idea and need for disorganizations for the solo player. Now, as we move further along towards implementing Orgs 2.0,
yeah, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. If I didn't have the right club, that's totally something that I would do. Just create something like independent, an org for independent players. You guys do whatever you want to do as long as you respect the org, you don't mess up, and everybody benefits from all of our actions. Yeah.
I'm sure that there will be additional details and implications that will need to be covered. That's kind of what the
Club does.
But just these initial observations have some pretty huge implications. 9 of the 10 largest organizations by membership right now, encompassing almost 95,000 members, I would categorize as either amorphous or departmentalized, and thus they have some tough decisions to make.
You have chosen wisely.
And now for an update on our giveaways, we have...
Yeah, I think that we're going to... That's a tough choice. We're probably going to go the mercenary route, because that's what we do most of the time. That's where we have the most fun. But yeah, we are going to have some interesting conversations to have. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Shout out to Raysguide here for the interesting food for thoughts. I'll put the link to this video in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.